Yes, everybody. We are back live in the building. How's everybody doing? I'm seeing the scenes right now in Newcastle, guys. The atmosphere looks absolutely electric. Look at the fans, bro. If there's one of the stadiums I need to go to, St. James Park, bro. The atmosphere just looks unbelievable on a European night. They're hosting Barcelona tonight, guys. How are you feeling ahead of this one? What are your predictions? Let me know. I am shocked, to be honest, to see that Voltmate isn't starting. I am shocked to see that Voltmate isn't starting. Down the middle is actually Anthony Gordon. They've gone for a front three of Barnes, Gordon, and Elenga. Obviously, Voltmate will come off the bench, but I definitely thought he would start tonight because he obviously scored the winning goal against Wolves at the weekend. He had a fantastic, debut. But I guess he'll just play an important role off the bench. Who's better, Rafinha or Voltmate? I mean, Rafinha's proven it more. Let's be real. Look what he did in the Champions League last season. What's up with the glasses? Let's do it. It's just the glasses help with the green screen at night. But, yeah, guys, how's everybody doing? Xeno says Lewandowski is going to score. I'm watching Napoli versus Manchester, but I'll keep you updated. Oh, yes, go 12. KDB returning to Manchester. I'm a Magpie hoping for the win, Stella. Shout out to you and your fans because, like I said, the atmosphere looks incredible. King Bob says, personally looking forward to this. Think it'll be a great game, no doubt, with how Newcastle fans are roaring, man. They're some of the best, honestly, in England. The Newcastle fans. They deserve to play on big occasions like this when the fans show up like that, and you knew they were going to show up. Back in black, bro. Amazing. Who do you think's going to win? It's hard to say because on the one hand, I think Newcastle at home, because of the home advantage and the atmosphere, they're going to use that, But I think Barcelona will be too strong. I think Barcelona will win this, Arsenal forever. I have been doing really well. How are you? Let's do it. The giveaway, I already put it live. It's on Instagram, on Liverpool Goals. It's a Dominic Soboslai signed shirt. I put that live. Can't wait for Liverpool to play against Everton. It's not tomorrow. The game is on Saturday. But yeah, in literally in 2 days. 2 days time. 3-2 Newcastle. This match is going to be tight, bro. Hopefully it's a game full of drama. I think it will be, to be fair, because like I said, Newcastle will be confident playing at home. But then at the same time, Barca, bro, they are not going to be afraid to just go for it, And that's going to be, hopefully it should mean it's an open game. But guys, I'm as you can see, I have my little dessert ready. Look at this dessert. Let me know how you guys are rating this dessert. It's a little chocolate cake and a little bit of chocolate mousse. What are you guys saying? Do you think that looks good or no? Can you guys see that? A little bit of chocolate cake and some mousse. All chocolate because I love dark chocolate. Copaholic, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Do you think Yamal will score? Nah, bro, because he's not even part of the squad. He's not even on the bench. He's injured for this one. So the front three, I think if the front three, well, as you can see, actually, the teams are here. The teams are here, but it's gonna be. I'm interested to see how Rashford does back in England. Big opportunity for him on the big occasion for him to send a message to Thomas Tuchel. He'll be desperate to be part of that England squad for the World Cup, and nights like these are the nights where he can send a real message out. Hello, Nico. Nice to see you in the building. That no stress tonight. We could just enjoy. Are you worried that Liverpool conceded 8? I'm not too worried. No, I'm not too worried. I obviously would much rather we don't concede these goals, but at the same time, I have full confidence that we will turn this around and start keeping clean sheets and stop conceding goals. I am really confident of it, so I'm not. 1 out of 10? So you're not rating it? The best strikers in the world are Mbappe and Kane. That's hard to argue right now. I gotta be real. Kane is absolutely insane, and Mbappe, yeah, is insane as well. Alex, thank you very much for the support. He's been a community support member for 7 months. Who says, hi guys, I got the Isaac shirt last week. It's so good. Did you get it on the home shirt or the away? Or the third? Patrick, nice to see you in the building too. Says the rain here was so bad. I'm just in from training, having a pizza while watching the stream. Oh, that is dreamland. I was just showing. Look, I'm having some chocolate mousse and some chocolate cake. A little bit of dessert. League semi-final on Sunday though, so gotta be on form. Oh, good luck for that. I mean, I'll see you before then because we got the Merseyside derby on Saturday. Do you remember me from yesterday? Yes, Football World, what's good? on the home shirt. Oh, I love that. Love that, love that. I'm going for a 3-2 Barcelona win. I want drama. We want goals. Are you going to check the Napoli versus City game? Yes, I'll check it just in the background. But to be fair, some of you guys are watching it. So for those of you that are watching the City Napoli game, please keep us updated, okay? Because I'm curious. If goals happen, then I'll be able to watch them directly on replay so I can react. You know what I mean? Delior says, Leo, if we win the Champions League in the Premier League, would you dye your hair blonde? I don't think blonde is Liverpool. I would do something else. I would do another forfeit, honestly. Because if Liverpool won the Premier League and the Champions League, I would go crazy. Merseyside Derby. Yes, I can't wait. And we're going to get to see Isak get more minutes too. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Barcelona gets the game started, guys. Barcelona gets the game started. Let me know who you want to win in the chat. Would you rather Newcastle win this one or Barcelona? Me personally, I just want a great game. I really, truly feel like a neutral here. I quite like both teams, to be fair. Newcastle has always been a team I really respect in England because of the fans and some of the players they've had over the years. And Barcelona, for me, they're the team I love to watch in Spain because of the football they've played. The football they played growing up, but also the football they're now playing. You know what I mean? So overall, I actually like these two teams, you know? Yo, Harry, thank you for the super chat. Nice to see you in the building. Harry, how are you doing? No, are they asking for... Okay, no. Harry says, hey, Leo, maybe I'm crazy, but I can't see a Newcastle win tonight. I think it'll be 3 or 4-0. Maybe 3 or 4-1. Wow, so you think it's going to be a resounding Barcelona win is what you're saying, Harry. Let's see if you're right. I think it's going to be quite close because they're playing at home. If this was away, I think Barca would easily win this. But no, definitely Barca scoring goals tonight. That there's no doubt about with their quality. And again, the type of football they play. All right, I'm going to test the mousse. I'm trying the mousse first. Oh, let me bring in the ball movement. Oh, that's so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That mousse is hitting. That mousse is just fantastic. I'm obsessed with dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate so much. First, big up to you, programmer. Damn, King Burger is going for 4-3 Barcelona. That would be insane. I hope we get that type of drama. Go12 says, I'm watching the City game, but I got notifications on. I mean, to be fair, Go12, if you're on this stream, we'll all keep you updated because I think this is the game most of us are watching. But yeah, Go12, please keep us updated on what's happening in the City Napoli game. JRB says Rafinha will cook because he's playing in his natural position. He doesn't have to play a right wing because we have Yamal and information. Yeah, the only thing is he is returning from an injury, right? So is he fully fit? We'll have to see. Guys, let me know if you're able to see the ball movement now. You should be able to see it. I'm here at St. James Park. Are you? Bro, the atmosphere looks insane. Abzinho's going for a 5-1 Barca win. Jeez. Some of you guys are confident it's going to be a big win for Barca then. Nico says, hey, Mr. Leo, I love your content as much as I love GTA San Andreas. Is that the new GTA? Delior says, I'm watching the City game. I have no care about Newcastle and Barcelona since Messi left. Nah, Look, Voltmate is having a banana right now. Delior, I'm surprised you say that. I was the biggest admirer of Messi as well. I would watch Barca every single weekend because of Messi. But I will say, the football Barcelona play under Hansi Flick is absolutely incredible. And whenever they are playing, I try to switch it on because it's always entertainment and there's always a lot of goals. So even if this is the post-Messi era, oh, okay, it's an old one, okay. I never actually had GTA. My parents didn't let me buy it. They thought it was too inappropriate. So the only time I got to try GTA was when I would go over to friends' houses. That's the only time I tried it. And I felt like I was breaking the law. Like I felt like It was a lie. I had to hold. I couldn't tell my parents ever. I felt so bad. But most of my friends were playing it. Mm. Oh my goodness, this mousse. Oh my goodness. Hi Leo, where do you live? Are you gonna live in the future? I'm gonna live in Andre. I'm not even gonna live in either of those. I'm gonna live in Lille, in the north of France. That's where I'm looking to settle. I really really love living in France. I can't imagine living somewhere else. Um, there's just so many things I love about France. But I'm someone that loves to travel quite a lot. So I wanted to find a place to live that's kind of not a crazy hectic capital city, something a bit more chill, but then hopefully be able to travel and explore the world, but have that as like a home base. That's always been my dream. Elenga in the box! Oh my god, if Gordon got a touch to that, guys, it would have been the 1-0. Oh my goodness. Really direct piece of play from Elenga there. Very good piece of play. Belfast, thank you very much for the super chat. It says, hi, I'm Mr. Goals. I think Nick Voldmade is better than Isaac, you're saying. We'll have to see. He's on the bench tonight, but he'll definitely come off the bench. There's no way he won't. Mustafa says, yo, Leo, where do you put Pedri as the best midfielders in the world right now? I would say he's the best midfielder. Him and Gravenberg. I have to put Gravenberg up there. Last season, I would have said Maka. Nah, but I think overall, if you're asking me to say the best midfielder in the world, I would say Pedri. Because just the times I've watched him and on big occasions and stuff, he's just unbelievable. I think I probably would have to say Pedri. Number 1. Welsh, I'm eating some chocolate mousse for dessert. Because I already ate dinner, but this is a little bit of dessert. Chocolate mousse and then some chocolate cake. Because I walked over 20,000 steps today, so I think I deserve a little dessert. A little dessert. Patrick says, I've always been more interested in the football games. Yeah. The only 2 games I ever played really in my... Oh, no. You know what I loved when I was little? Sims. Oh, I played so much Sims. But otherwise, the 2 games I played by far the most... Newcastle! No, how have they not scored? No, it was offside anyways. Barnes. It wouldn't have counted. But yeah, the 2 games I played by far the most were FIFA and Football Manager. Those were the 2 for me. Because I was just obsessed with football. That's it. Yeah, Charlotte, I do play football, but not recently because I have real pain on the foot right now that they told me the only way I can heal is if I rest and I stop playing, which is so hard because who's the best player in the world right now? For me, it's Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe. I know it took him a bit of time to get adjusted to Madrid, and I know Madrid didn't win one of the biggest trophies, but I think if you have to say overall, which player do I believe can turn a game the most on his own based on his individual ability, which is the hardest thing to do in football? For me, it is Kylian Mbappe. I have to say. Soli, thank you very much for the super chat. Who says, friendly reminder that Man United lost to Grimsby Town. We could go on forever, bro. We could go on forever repeating that fact. That's forever ingrained in football history. Well, I remember exactly where I was when I was watching it. I only watched the penalty shootout because I really thought United would end up winning. I was shocked. Belfast, thank you very much as well, who says, I think Everton will beat Barcelona 4-3 next May. Wait, Everton? When is Everton playing against Barcelona, Belfast? Thank you, Harry, again for the super chat. Who says, Leo, 2 questions about France. 1, what are the French media saying about Macron's wife being sued in America? And 2, apparently people in other areas of France, they hate the Parisians. Okay, so... Harry, I didn't expect to be talking about this on stream today, but I love it. Oh, look at that from Rashford. Absolutely fantastic how he got away from Trippier. He's on the left wing here. Harry, how do you feel, by the way, about Rashford doing well? I'm just wondering for you. I'm going to send a question back your way. Are United fans happy to see Rashford doing well again, or are they kind of pissed that he wasn't doing this for United the last few years? What do you think? But to answer your question, number 1, I don't know about this thing about Macron's wife being sued. I haven't heard about that, actually. I'll look into it later. But then you say, apparently people in other areas of France, they hate Parisians. That is true. That is true. And like no joke, when I first moved to Lille, I was born in Paris, right? I don't say that I'm from Paris because it really has a bad reputation. And why? It's because people in Paris are quite stuck up. A lot of people in Paris believe that they're kind of better than because they're more cultured, I guess you could say. They go to the cinema more. Overall, you can say that, but they have kind of not an ego, but they think that there's some kind of superiority about that kind of living and the Parisian lifestyle. And so when you come from the outside, obviously it's not nice to feel that way, you know? And and so that's why a lot of people outside of Paris also don't would never want to live in Paris because Paris is very hectic. I mean, like every capital city is compared to smaller cities, but I know here for sure people don't really have a lot of people just don't have the desire to live in Paris because A, it's by far more expensive than the other cities. It's more hectic, faster moving, all these things. Obviously, there's the most job opportunities and there's the highest salaries, but I know people in Lille, for example, where I'm moving, don't want to be living in Paris. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can understand it though. Like I said, I have met quite a few people in Paris that specifically have a bit of a stuck up attitude related to culture more so. Like they know a lot about cinema, reading, different subjects in the arts, stuff like that, where they have a, you know, I guess a superiority complex. Obviously not all Parisians, but some, and that's obviously not nice. But there's also very, very nice people living in Paris, that's for sure. So you can't make, you know, you can't just generalize. But I feel like that's a general rule. I never want to generalize, you know? Patrick says, I only had one bad experience with someone in Paris on my school trip a couple years back. Most of the people were lovely. That's what I mean, you know? Belfast, I think Liverpool need to sign Feckle? Who's Feckle Horse? Gershi? Who is that? I haven't heard of the player. Gershi? Where is he from? Who's winning the Ballon d'Or? It looks like it's going to be Ousmane Dembele. Everybody's saying that. So it looks like it's pretty obvious that it's going to be him this year. I think next year, though, it'll be interesting. I have no clue who it's going to be next year. Leo Mu says, greetings, Leo. I enjoy the watch slings, especially when I'm watching alone in the house. What's watch slings? Oh, watch alongs. Leo Mu, where are you watching from? Alexander, yes, I do remember you. What's good? Liverpool 21, shout out to you in the building. Favorite food? Chicken with vegetables. Chicken, rice, and vegetables. I would never get tired of that, ever. I think it's auto-correcting his message. That's weird. Jazza says, I want Vitinha to win the Ballon d'Or, but Dembele is probably going to win it. Yeah, they always seem to give it to attackers. I mean, not last season, to be fair. That's why I know City are rivals and everything else, but do you guys agree that Rodri is one of those players you can't hate? Like, I have so much respect for Rodri, and I just love the way he behaves off the pitch, and I love the fact that he's won a Ballon d'Or. I think it's beautiful to see players like him getting that recognition, and that it's not always attackers. I know Luka Modric also won it not long ago, but still, I like it when it's also not attackers. This might sound crazy, but I think Olise is better than Yamal. I think that's crazy. I do rate Olise highly, though, but it must be difficult to have French food outside of France. I hear you take your pastries, breads very seriously. Yeah. Although I will say, probably the best French meal I've ever had, but that's also just Japanese people are... I mean, Japanese food is just crazy, but I would say maybe the best French meal I've ever had was a Japanese guy cooking French food in Japan. That might be the best I've had. Belfast, Rodri deserved the Ballon d'Or. Absolutely, bro. That's why I lost all my respect for Real Madrid. And I'm sorry, I know there's some Real Madrid fans, but apparently Real Madrid are going to boycott the Ballon d'Or again this season. Newcastle in the box. Apparently Real Madrid are planning to boycott the Ballon d'Or again this year, which I think is an absolute disgrace. I think it's an absolute disgrace. And already, Real Madrid, I lost all respect for Real Madrid last year because they did that. But if they do it 2 years in a row, I would like all time. I would lose the bit. It'd be the club I have the least respect for probably in the world. Because for me, it's the opposite of what football is all about. It's about showing respect even when you lose, and showing respect for others that have done outstanding things in the sport. You're not always going to win, and you can't just be a bad loser every time you lose. Like, that's just the worst example for the world, you know? Even though it is the biggest football, even though it is the biggest brand in football, I will agree with that, you know? Belfast says, I think Mansfield United will win the Premier League. Not this year. I can tell you, not this year. Harry, thank you again for the super chat. Who says, to answer your question, in my opinion, Rashford doing well is good because we can sell him for more money. True, but some of our fans definitely want him to fail, and I agree with your take on Rodri. Glad to be back on the stream. Shout out to you, Bobby. Yeah, Madrid are but it's entitled is even being kind. Like I literally, you guys know I'm not the type to be so reactionary and call people out and do all these things. But I really will use the word disgrace for Real Madrid because, like I said, for me, it really is the polar opposite of what football should be. And football, at the end of the day, it for me is a message, a bigger message for life. And when you react like that, when you lose, and by the way, again, Rodri, we're agreeing here, was very deserving. You lose in grace. That's what the world is about. And you improve for the next season. You know what I mean? Make sure that the next year, one of your players fully deserves to win that Balon d'Or. You know? So you lose in grace and you use it as motivation to come back stronger the next year. But for me, it's the opposite what they do, you know? It's the absolute opposite. Patrick says, I don't like Madrid. I'm sorry, Madrid fans. Barca clear. I don't like... But again, I'm not going to say that about Madrid fans because, again, that's not generalizing. I'm saying the club, how the club is making decisions, which probably is just their president, to be fair. But he still is making important decisions, you know? But yeah, for you, it's exactly, Harry. It makes sense. You're saying that it's good because you can eventually get more money for... But doesn't Rashford have a clause where Barca have an option to buy him at the end of the season? How much is that option? Do you guys know? I don't think it's a guarantee, but I think there's an option to buy. I'm pretty sure, no? Who's your favorite Man United player? Current Man United player or former? I literally just watched a documentary recently on Eric Cantona, and I can't help but love him. Eric Cantona. Bro, what a legend of a football player on and off the pitch. I think he's an icon. Do you eat escargot? Yes, I love escargot. I love snails. My friend got me Red Sox tickets. Are you based in Boston, Sully? Who's playing better football, Newcastle or Barca? I wouldn't say one team is necessarily playing much better than the other. Neither keeper has had to make a top save. But apparently, in the City Napoli games, you guys are saying Donnarumma has made a top save. Bro, guys, this is one of the transfers of the summer that I don't understand. Oh, Barca now is piling on more pressure. So, Susan, maybe I would give the edge right now to Barca. Oh, nice. I went there actually once because I visited BU. Is it called BU, the university? I was thinking about going there, so I just visited the campus when I was like 17. Did Arsenal sign Hincapié with an obligation to buy or option? I think it's an option. But yeah, guys, I still don't get how City are so lucky that they got Donnarumma, that like PSG forced him out because they've actually signed such a top keeper for crazy low amount of money, given he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He really is. BU, yep, that's the one I visited, which to be fair is so nice. I don't know if you've ever been around the camp. Actually, I think the campus might be right in the center, right, of the city. What club do you hate most? Frankie, like I said, I just have zero respect for Real Madrid for the reasons I said before. The Balon d'Or thing. And the fact that they're likely going to do it again this year. Patrick says, rumor has it that Madrid are sniffing around Saliba, even though he's on contract till 2027. They're doing the same thing as they did it with Trent. Same thing as they did it with Trent. Why on earth did PSG grow? It's crazy. What all the reports are saying in France is that Luis Enrique wanted a goalkeeper who's elite at playing out from the back. And they believe that Chevalier, the goalkeeper they signed from Lille, is elite playing out from the back. He's very natural with his feet. And that's why they're saying it. I can't believe that Ruben Amorim is so terrible that even an Indian team could win against United. No, I thought you were saying, no, the teams in England I don't like obviously are rivals because we're going for the same things. Is there a red card? Bro, it ain't confirmed. Let me pull up a second screen. Hold on. Twitter. Red card? It's a deserved red card. Let me have a look at the replay, guys. I'm gonna pull up a second screen right now with the City Napoli game. Hold on. Napoli down to 10 men, bro. City are gonna hammer them now. City are absolutely gonna destroy them now. If so early on they got a red, guys. I'm having a look here. Let's see. Antonio Conte looks so sad. Let's see. Oh, was he the last man? Erling Haaland was the last man. Then that's a clear red, right? Wait, let's look at the replay. Did he get any of the ball? Yeah, that's a red. Because it's last man. And guys, if you have a look at if you have a real close up look, he doesn't touch any of the ball. That has to be a red card. When you're the last man, it's going to be a red card. That's life. Exactly. Last man, and he didn't get any touch on the ball. He was very close, but he didn't. When you have a look at it real close up. Damn, guys. It's going to be tough for Napoli now. Imagine down the man. There should be a lot of goals in that game. Yusuf, I'm doing well. How are you? I'm so excited to go to sleep earlier today because I went to sleep so late last night. After the adrenaline of the game, I couldn't go to sleep. I went to sleep at like 2 a.m., which is way later than I usually go to sleep because I like to get up at 8 a.m. And when I sleep 6 hours, it's not enough. I need at least 7-8 hours. Barca piling on the pressure. Yes, Soli, I would love one day to go to a Boston Celtics game because I heard it's the best atmosphere in the NBA. Is that true or not? Because I went to a Knicks game. Soli, I forget who they played. I've been to a Knicks game and I've been to a Nets game, and both atmospheres sucked. Like, I couldn't believe the fans were so quiet apart from like a few different moments. But I heard the Celtic fans are Barnes! Oh my god, what a save. Oh my god, what a save. Barnes at the back post. I thought that was 1-0 for Newcastle. For Newcastle. Oh my goodness, guys. Barnes towards the back post. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Definitely there's no crowd like a Boston crowd. Yeah, I'm really curious to see. I'm real curious. What surprise? The Irish team in the NBA has the best atmosphere. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Leo, I'm half Scouse. Alexander, you're half Scouse, half what? Favorite current Man United player? My favorite is Lenny Yodo because he's from Lille. He's from the Lille Academy, and he's French. And I heard he's a really great character. So, yeah, I would say Lenny Yodo. And that's also if I could bring one player to Liverpool, he would also be the one I would bring. Lenny Yodo. Or Mbuemo now, I guess. But before the summer signings, I would have said, Lenny Yodo. Fishy, he's not playing. Yamal is injured. That's why he's not playing. Yamal. But do you think Isaac will score against Belfast? Says, do you think Isaac will score against? Are you saying Everton? I think he's saying Everton. Jacob, no, his name is Alexander Isaac. Alexander Isaac, do I think he'll score versus Everton? I don't know. It depends how many minutes he plays because I think Ekitike will start the game. I don't think Slot is going to start Isaac in 2 games in a row. I think our front three is going to go back to being Salah, Ekitike, and Gakpo. That's my personal prediction. Haaland off the bar, bro. They're going to be scoring goals, you best believe. Would you, Taylor Made, thank you for the super chat as well, who says, would you have Verts at left wing with our OG midfield versus Everton? No, I would still start Gakpo. I think I might go with, if it was up to me, I think I might go for Sobo again at right back because he's been outstanding there. No, but otherwise I would go for a midfield three. I think Maka still needs to get in his groove. I would continue with that midfield three of Gravenberg, Soboslai, and Verts, and then have Gakpo on the left wing. I think Cody Gakpo has a good record against Everton too. Does he? Livermento, bro. Livermento is top. Wasn't there a club that really wanted to sign him this summer? I think it might have been City. Bro, he can naturally play left back and right back, which is rare. Like he's very versatile in the fullback positions. They took off De Bruyne. Why did he get subbed off? Why did he get subbed off? Was it an injury? Oh no, it says Antonio Conte has to shuffle his pack after Di Lorenzo's dismissal. So a fullback Oliveira will replace the ex-City player. So it's that's the reason. Because they're down a man. Timberi, it's on Canal Plus Sport Direct in France, the game. Star says, guys, what if we had a Liverpool-Barcelona Champions League final? Bro, that was my dream last season. That's got to happen again. It's got to happen again. Harry, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate you. Who says Yodo is class. He's French as well, and I can tell you he will be one of the top 3 defenders in the world at some point. Yeah, man. I was really disappointed that we didn't get him because I think the 3 clubs, Harry, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the 3 clubs that were linked with him, like seriously linked, were Liverpool, Real Madrid, and United. So that tells you a bit about the talent. You know what I mean? And I remember that the reason why Liverpool didn't end up going for him is because the price tag ended up being so high because of what United was willing to pay for such a young player. Felt like a risk. But bro, everything I heard about him, like again, what I'm more curious about because the actual talent you can see. But Harry, I spoke to some people who are big Lille fans, and actually someone who knows the family of Lenny Yodo said that he has like the best entourage and he has the best mentality, that he has. He's someone that just always wants to improve, and he just has the right mentality. How can I say that elite mentality to want to get to the very, very top, and he has obviously the ability to match that. So if he's just put in the right environment, like you said, he can be one of the top 3 defenders in the world. So I was so disappointed when we didn't end up getting him, but at the same time, I can understand like the fee. Well, it was a big fee for such a young player, you know. It's just, it would have been so cool to have a player from the Lille Academy join Liverpool. I would have loved that, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Belfast, thank you again. Who says, do you think we'll score against? Bro, your chats, Belfast, keep getting autocorrect. Is that even auto-corrected? Baz will score? Baz, let me try to think. Baz will score versus Birmingham on Saturday. Will suck. Guys, what do you think he's saying there? I can't see. Baz will score versus Brampton on Saturday. I'm not sure. Bro, I'm not sure actually what that means. Claudia, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Is it still 0-0 on all the 8 p.m. kickoffs, guys? That's crazy. Guys, there hasn't been a goal. Oh, no, never mind. Galatasaray scored 1-0 away at Frankfurt. Damn, Gundogan. Bro, Gundogan and Leroy Sané, 2 former City players playing for Gala. Crazy. Ruben out and Zinedine Zidane. Nah, bro. Zinedine Zidane wouldn't join United. He's waiting for the French job. For those of you that don't know, Didier Deschamps, the French national team coach, already announced that he's going to step down after the World Cup next summer. And all the rumors in France are saying that Zinedine Zidane has been waiting. The one job that he wants now that he's basically completed club football. He literally won 3 Champions Leagues in a row with Real Madrid. Now his only other dream apparently to do within football would be to take over the French national team. And I would absolutely love that. Because I think France would win the whole lot if he took over. So I think Zidane is waiting. Nobody gonna translate what bro said. Yeah, you can understand. Leo, trust me, the autocorrects sometimes are so bad. You have to triple check them most of the time. That's weird. Leo, when will Paul Pogba make his debut for Monaco? I heard that apparently he's going to need about 2 months to get back to like fitness to be considered. But yeah, I guess in about 2 months. So probably in October, probably in a month's time. That's my guess when he'll return. Zidane doesn't want to manage in England. He's made that clear hundreds of times. Stormtrooper still believes in Ruben Amorim. What do you think? Actually, I'm curious. Harry, would you say, for example, that most United fans are still Ruben Amorim in, or are most United fans now Ruben Amorim out? If they had to answer that question, because I know many will say the problem is the board, this and that, but I'm talking about. I'm more so talking about if you had to answer that question, Ruben Amorim in or out. Do you think majority of United fans say in or out? If I had to guess, I would say it's close, but I would still say that most United fans are still Ruben Amorim in because they know there's a lot bigger issues going on than just the manager. I don't know. Koundé, bro, Koundé is top. He's one of the best right backs in the world. All United fans are Ruben out, says Jarek. Okay, but if you couldn't get Zidane, who would you bring in? And Mourinho isn't available anymore. Who would you bring in? And Jurgen Klopp is not possible either. Have you watched United Delict? Yeah, he started the season well. Patrick, you're a Liverpool fan though. Says I'm Amorim out personally. Bring someone in who is equally as bad, but at least funny. Amorim just uses the same excuses every time. Then again, I'm not a United fan. Yeah, clearly. Jadek says bring Mark Goldbridge in. I mean, he'd definitely bring the passion. Oh my goodness, would he bring the passion? He definitely would. Klopp would never. Yes, Harry in the building. Klopp would never. He already said he would never go to another team in England. The absolute icon. That is Jurgen. And honestly, you know what I was just saying about Zinedine Zidane? I think Jurgen, it's the same thing. I believe he feels he's achieved pretty much everything in club football. I think the only way he becomes a manager again, this is just my guess though, I think the only way he becomes a manager again is if he gets the chance to take over the German national team. Just like I said, Zidane is just waiting for the French national team. I think it's similar. Jack, thank you for the super chat, who says Belfast has bad grammar. Why banter will score? Why Bent will score? Oh, it's Jack. It's also auto corrected you, because I get the beginning. You said Belfast has bad grammar, but then Way Bent will score. Way Bent. I'm not sure who Way Bent. Harry, thank you again. Who says, Leo, I have an offer for you and a suggestion. The offer is do you want me to join your watch along for United versus Liverpool 2? You should do a Super Bowl watch along, bro. I know nothing about. Harry, have you gone on a stream before? Like, have you done a watch along before? But for the Super Bowl, I would say I know nothing about American football, so I don't think that's a good idea, because I would just be yapping about everything but the game, and that's not very fun to watch. But yeah, the only thing I have seen about watch-alongs is it doesn't really work if people aren't in the same room together, because there can be delays between the two, and you know how watch-alongs are all about timing, you know? And if someone's ahead of the other, it's a real problem. So when I've had like friends here join for a watch-along, that works really well, you know, because we're obviously in the same place at the same time. But when it's like across different places, I think watch-alongs are tough. Leo, you should do a Liverpool career mode. I got rid of FIFA forever. What is it? Super Bowl time again already? Nah, it's not Super Bowl time. I think the football season only just started. Like, I think there's only been one. I think there's only been one game, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. Nah, Fishy, I'm just answering some of the questions, because right now it's a pretty volatile time at United, so it's normal that we talk about that too, you know what I'm saying? Leo, I'm in the Frankfurt Gala game right now. The atmosphere is crazy. Bro, I bet. Because the two sets of fans aren't crazy. First year I've not bought FIFA. I gotta lock in for. Yeah, man. Yeah, I had to stop. But honestly, my bigger addiction wasn't even FIFA. My bigger addiction was Football Manager. I absolutely love that game. And I literally had to delete Steam. But it was the best decision I've made. Because I told you guys this before, but anytime I'm not making content, I realize the only way to be healthy mentally is to be outside and go on walks and exercise. Like today, I had about 20,000 steps. And I know that's when mentally I feel the best, when there's a mix of the two. Because if you spend too much time in front of a screen, it really does affect you mentally, I think. You know? What do you think of Ansu Fati's debut? I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it. Imagine we signed Palmer. That's not happening. I got rid of FIFA forever. I am not looking back. And I do not. Honestly, I thought I would miss it. But I think I especially Ultimate Team. Rashford. Oh, what a great block. What a great block that was. It's going to be a corner for Barca, though, I think. That definitely went out. Did that not go out of bounds? Koundé won it back, though. Koundé won it back. Go on, De Jong. Plays it back. Damn, I thought there would have been a goal by now, bro. It's the 38th minute. I thought there would have been a goal by now. Big up Harry, who says, on the manager, I'd say it's about 50-50 personally. I think we need to actually weather a storm as a club. But if he goes, I'd get Xavi in. You think you need to weather a storm. But then what do you think is the biggest problem at United? Because Harry, now everybody, all the United fans were saying before, the biggest problem is the ownership at the very top. But now, I mean, the ownership hasn't totally changed, but it kind of has. Where now you can clearly see, you know, Ratcliffe has bought a smaller stake. Isn't it a smaller stake? But he still has a lot of control on the football operations, I'm pretty sure. So surely things have changed behind the scenes, and I'm talking about the very top of United. And that's what all the United fans were saying was the problem before. So is that still the biggest problem? I'm not so sure. You know what I'm saying? The formation is the issue. No goals in the City match either, bro. What is going on? I thought there would be lots of goals in those two games, especially after the red card too that Napoli picked up. Jaden plays big up. Thank you for the support. Who says, I respect you for giving up gaming. Personally, it's one of my favorite hobbies to de-stress, but in moderation. That said, Jaden, if you can do it in moderation, I'm really not against video games. I've seen, I babysat kids for 10 years. I saw, I babysat three different boys for 10 years, and I saw how important gaming was for them, especially socially, because whenever they would game, they would call their friends and they would laugh and they would socialize. And I think that's a really great thing. But me, I had no control over it. So I couldn't do it in moderation. It was a hobby, but the problem, and it was one of my favorite hobbies because I loved it and it really de-stressed me. Like I really felt like I could put the stress away, but the thing is I didn't work on my stress it was more of a way to kind of forget about the difficult things and not kind of deal with them. And again, it wasn't in moderation. I would get addicted, and I would get obsessed, and that's not good. So I had to get rid of it. But it took me so much time to quit. You don't understand. It took me a lot of time to quit. But again, this is what I mean. Everything in life, it doesn't mean I'm against video games or think FIFA's terrible or Football Manager's terrible. It's just you got to know yourself, and I've gotten to know myself, and unfortunately, I don't have the control, so I had to force myself out of it, and it definitely was the right decision. What a save. What's your score prediction? Bro, I went for a 3-2 game, and I'm not so sure that's happening anymore. Although, you know what? What was the game? It was Juve, wasn't it Juve Dortmund? It was 0-0 at halftime, you guys. And there were 8 goals in the second half. So you never know. Maybe it could still end 2-3. You really never know. You really never know. Quit video games, Kim. Smart party. I think there's going to be goals in the second half. I really do. Like I said, the Juve Dortmund game, people thought at halftime it would be a boring game. There ended up being 8 goals. Is Mark Goldbridge a good or bad fan? I think he's a good fan because even though he's harsh and sometimes he's maybe been too harsh, at the end of the day, he loves his football club. And trust me, he would not have done all the things that he would have done if he wasn't crazy passionate about football and United. Because what he's done within the YouTube space, anybody who does content creation and that doesn't respect Mark Goldbridge, I don't know what to tell them, because for me, he's the blueprint. And you can like him or not like him, his personality, whether that matches with what you like, I think you got to respect it, because he's done some incredible things within the YouTube space. He really has. Leo, are you watching United versus Chelsea? Nah, I don't think so. The other game I did. Leo, you're looking like you work at Amazon with those glasses. Oh God, that's not good. That's not good. No, the other game I want to watch this weekend isn't Arsenal City on Sunday? I hope I'm able to do a live stream and we can watch that together, guys, on Sunday. Leo, you think we'll get Elise and Gehi next summer? I think we get Gehi. I don't know about Elise. The only way I think we get Elise is if he actually has a release clause, because otherwise I really don't think Bayern will sell him. I really don't see that world where it happens. Yo, bro, I went to the Liverpool match. Did you know I didn't? How was the atmosphere? Patrick says, Leo, would you rather fly out to the World Cup and cover it next summer and France win it? Oh, God, that sounds so exciting. Or Liverpool in the Champions League. It depends. If I choose the option of going to the World Cup and cover it, does that mean Liverpool win no trophies this season? That's my question for you. Because if we still win the Premier League, let's say, and I could still go to the World Cup, then I'm choosing that, bro. Even though the Champions League is what I want to win most. Will Wirtz break his goal drought in the Everton game? Yeah. He looks so much... I thought his game last night against Atleti, for me at least, it was his best game in a Liverpool shirt. And every game I see him growing in confidence. So if he just continues to get better and better and better, it'll come. I have no doubt it'll come. Name a forgotten player. I'll start Anthony Martial. I feel like I haven't forgotten about him. Forgotten player, Alberto Aquilani. The Italian midfielder we signed to replace Xavi Alonso. It didn't end up working out though in the end. What's up, Hendrix? In the building. Yes, that means we go trophyless. No. I'd rather Liverpool win the Champions League. Wirtz was, I really, for me, it was definitely his best performance, I think, last night. Ren Adelaide, wasn't he with Arsenal at some point? I feel like I remember him with Arsenal on FIFA. Let me check. Because he is French. Was he ever Arsenal? Yes, he was. Bro, I remember him from FIFA. See, I do know him, Patrick. That shows my ball knowledge. He was at Arsenal from 2016 to 2018. Whoa, he's still only 27? Bro. He's been around forever. He's only 27. That's crazy. You know him from Lyon? Yeah, actually, that rings a bell too. No, I don't know, Kat. I would think they'd upload it by tonight at some point, surely, the highlights. Or maybe they can't upload the Champions League highlights. I don't know. Maybe they have access to Premier League and domestic cups. Maybe Liverpool isn't allowed to post Champions League. I don't know. Amanda, I'm not religious. I would say I'm more spiritual. Like, I feel very connected to nature at times. And for me, those are the moments where I feel very, very grounded in nature. But I'm not religious. I just wasn't brought up that way, you know? All you Football Manager fans will know Thiago Almada. Oh, bro, he was insane. And you could get him for so cheap. I would always sign him. Always. You could always get him for under 10 million. And he was immediately worth way more. Julian Draxler, bro. I feel like he's not forgotten. I remember him from his Schalke days. Leonie is only 18 indeed. Indeed. Halili, thank you for the super chat. And Maps has been a community support member for 4 months. Big up. Who says, do you play FPL? I don't. I usually do. But then I always lose motivation within the 5th week anyways. So I decided not to do it this year. Yes, the Vicar. I love how the Vicar always comes out when we get close to halftime asking for the football bingo. You're always on it. I love it, bro. The passion for the football bingo never leaves. I absolutely love it. All right, guys. Halftime. Barcelona 0. Newcastle 0. Have there been any other goals, guys, in the other games apart from the Galatasaray Frankfurt game? Have there been any other goals? Because if that's the only goal, bro, this has been a surprisingly disappointing night of drama in the Champions League. But I still think the second halves could be crazy. I think they can be crazy. We got to see that, like I said, in the Juve Dortmund game this week. All right, let me send the bingo link. Hold on, Vicar. I'll send the bingo link, then I'm going to get some water. Wataru and oh. Okay. Frankfurt scored 2? No, 1-1? Only Gala game and it's 1-1. Wait, so Frankfurt's got a goal back? Let me check. Leo, will Liverpool sign Gahey in the summer? I hope so. I'm still confident that it will happen, but we'll have to see. Things can change quickly in football. Oh my god, Frankfurt 3-1. Guys, Frankfurt really overturned the early goal they conceded. Damn. 3-1 for Frankfurt. So there was 4 goals in that game. And I see Sporting are 1-0 up against the team from Kazakhstan. Kairat Almaty. Sporting 1-0 up. Interesting. All right. I'll be right back. Or should I get the... Yeah, I sent the link. For those of you that want to play. I'm going to get some water. I'll be back. Bon film alors, tu commences tard toi. We're gonna win the league. Wataru. Endo. Oh, Jordan Ibe. Jordan Ibe, Sergi Canos, and Bogdan. Streets won't forget. Oh, yes. Adam Bogdan. Our other Hungarian maestro. Now we got 3 Hungarians at the club. But Adam Bogdan was the OG Hungarian. Wataru. Endo. Wataru. Halili, thank you very much for the super chat. All right, let me get the football game started. I see there's 20 of you guys. Good luck, guys. It starts in 10 seconds. Good luck. Oh, why is this bugging, bro? Okay, that's all good. Leo, how's the game? Raul, it's been disappointing so far, to be honest. But I think it's going to be a much better second half in this Barca Newcastle game. And I think it's also going to be a much better second... Oh, bro. Yeah, I think it's going to be a much better second half. Yeah, the bingo game started. Harry, let me check. Let me check. Thank you again, Halili. Where are you from, by the way, Halili? Isaac is going to be a menace for the Prem. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, Halili, thank you very much for that kind super chat. I appreciate you. Where are you from, Halili? Xoel. Xoel. I like that name, Xoel. How's the Barcelona doing today? Justin, not great, honestly. It's not been the best game, but I think the second half is going to be different. It has to be. Because both teams have a lot more quality than what we've seen. You know? Wataru. I can't believe Jimmy Kimmel's been suspended, bro. I can't believe that. Thank you, Benedict. You're new to the channel. Where are you from, Benedict? Thank you for subscribing and showing the support. Fabo and Moore says, City fan here from India, up at 1:30, watching my team struggle to 10-man Napoli. No, I'm sorry, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. I still think City will win, though. I still think City will win. Name a player for an edit, Leo. You know what? Since we were talking about random footballers, I don't know why he just came to my mind, but Luis Alberto. I thought he was going to be so good. I mean, to be fair, I think he's gone on to have a good career, right? At Lazio. Right? He's done well in Italy, but I thought Luis Alberto. Him or Suso. I don't know why I'm specifically thinking about him and Suso. But that brings me to the days where I was so excited about our future. Jaden says, I'm new to the channel, joined like 3 days ago, but yeah, what's your top 4 predictions? Thank you, Jaden. I appreciate you. My top 4 predictions, Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea. Ace says, yo, Leo, I'm a Barca fan, but congrats on your win. Thank you, bro. Have you seen the first half? No, Mickey, I was watching the Newcastle Barca game. I only got to see the replay of the red card, and I do think it was a red card. I think it was. Leo, Leverkusen highlights are out. You think Barca will win? Yeah, I think so. Raul. I think so. Yusuf, I'm not necessarily supporting a team, to be honest. I just want the most entertainment possible. I don't want another mini heart attack, bro. It's the Merseyside derby. It seems like we always have mini heart attacks during the Merseyside derby anyways. Because form goes out of the window for that one. So, yeah. I'm preparing myself. I think it's going to be more drama. I think there's going to be more drama to come. Yo, why no City game? Because I thought the Newcastle Barca game was going to be more entertaining. Leonie will be starting in the cup, yes, against Southampton. Wataru. Richard says, Leo, I actually can't believe in all 5 games so far this season we've got a last minute winner. It's making me go crazy. Yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, when we look back at the end of the season, I think we won't quite believe because this can't go on. It can't go on like this. Surely, I think towards the end of the season, we're gonna look back at the beginning of the season and we're gonna be like, what was that? What actually happened here? Right now, we're just living, match by match. But like I said, when we reflect and we look back, we'll realize just how crazy what we're doing right now and these run of games with all these late winners. It's just crazy. Shout out to you, Theo and Daddy TV. Who's winning the Champions League, Leo? Joseph. I gotta say Liverpool. I gotta say the Reds. What else do you think I'm gonna say? I believe we can win it. Do you think Salah's gonna get over 30 GA? Yes. Bro, he hasn't even started the season that well, and guess how much he already has? I think he's on 5 GA already. Like, that's Mohamed Salah. He always finds a way, to be a difference maker. Let me check. Let me double check. Yeah. He's already on 5 goal contributions from 6 games, guys. That's almost a goal contribution a game. Cause he has 2 goals and an assist in the Premier League and a goal and an assist in the Champions League. So that's 5 goal contributions in 6 games. That's just what Mo does. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think we've had 6 games. It depends. Do you count the Community Shield or not? I don't think we should. I mean, I did want to win it, but I don't think it's really an important competition. So it all depends if you count the Community Shield or not. Because obviously, if you don't count it, then he has 5 goal contributions from 5 games, that's Mohamed Salah. That's just what he does. Shout out to you, Liverpool 27. By the way, you're so popular in my school. You're literally famous. Nah. From Ireland? Which part of Ireland are you from? Who's gonna win the Golden Boot? Isaac or Gyökeres? Isaac will score more. Isaac will score more goals. Gakpo to be coming from the bench? Nah, bro. I think he's gonna start this weekend. I think the front 3 is gonna be Gakpo, Ekitike, and Salah. Leo, you drinking sparkling water? Nah, bro. This is still. If I drink, what is this, 1 liter? If I drink 1 liter of sparkling water, this is just the bottle I keep refilling. So some of you guys seem to be thinking it's vodka, but it's definitely not vodka. But yeah, I keep refilling this. But if I drink 1 liter of sparkling water, bro, my stomach would be hurting. That is not a good idea. All right, guys, the second half is about to kick off. Let me get the timer ready. Wataru Endo. Reminds me when I went over to Saeed Say watch stream, seeing him drink water, hoping for Liverpool. Was he also hydrating for the result? Was he, Dilior? Here we go, guys. Newcastle get the second half kicked off. What are they doing, though? What's happening? What's happening? I don't understand the. Oh, it looks like they're going to have to restart. It was a false kickoff. I think you have to restart from scratch. Oh, the ball's beautiful. Here we go, guys. Tonali. Oh, football world, good luck in your game tomorrow. Which is a Greek. Nah, bro. I'm just drinking water. I'm so dehydrated. I was so dehydrated from all the walking I did today. I need to drink at least 3 liters tonight. Someone is in his chat told him to drink water for a successful hate watch. Oh. What a game yesterday. Last minute FC strikes again. Yes, LFC God, what's good? These Liverpool late winners are driving me crazy, but loving it, says Jaden. Can we just have a normal game? Yeah, and to be fair, I don't think the Merseyside Derby is going to be a normal game. There's always drama. So I don't think it's happening in the next match day, bro. Do you see Barca match yet? Can you summarize what happened? Bro, not much, honestly. It's been pretty end to end, but no team has really stood out. It's been quite 50-50. What the... Joelington. Yeah, the wingers are doing well. Alanga and Bonds. Bro, they need to bring on Voltmade, though. They need a proper striker. I think he'll come on soon. Have a good one, Jaden. I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be the Merseyside Derby. The Merseyside Derby. Early kickoff time, though. 12:30 p.m. UK time, guys, is the Merseyside Derby on Saturday. William, I can't control that. I just get hype when Liverpool score, and my face just gets red. I don't know what to do. That's just what happens. Leo, what's the score? I've been sleeping, bro. It's still 0-0, bro. Nothing crazy happening here. What to do? Let's go bowling. Oh, I miss bowling. I love bowling. Oh, Rashford. This game is boring. Bro, we just need a goal. Trust me. A goal will change everything. That's what we need. Shout out to your team, Blessington AFC. You have a game on Saturday. I hope you score a freaking hat trick if you're the striker. Big up to Blessington AFC. You guys are going to win, I believe, and you're going to score a hat trick up top. I'm sending you the good luck. Who will win, Liverpool, Everton? Bro, come on. You think I'm going to say Everton? What do you think I'm going to answer that question? William says, I'm an Arsenal fan and the suicide goal had me thinking I'm in a dream. Bro, it's crazy though. The only goal Arsenal have conceded this season, this is why I think Arsenal they have a good chance in the Champions League because of their defense. I think it's the best around. The only goal Arsenal have conceded this season, and mind you, Saliba has been out, is a worldie from Dominic Szoboszlai. That's just crazy, bro. That's crazy when you think about it. Savage Loons, what position do you play? Voltmate is about to come on for Newcastle, guys. That's the crucial substitution. What's good, Kairon? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name right. Alex G? No, I don't know Alex G. KK says, Kairat Almaty doing good considering they flew 14 hours, bro. Imagine, from Kazakhstan. Is it still 1-0 in that game? Against Sporting? Yeah, it's still 1-0. They are doing well then. The goalkeeper, bro. The goalkeeper doesn't even have a picture on FootMob. He's 18 years old. The goalkeeper. And he's saved a pen? Or a pen has been missed. Suarez gets in front and goes down. The referee, he takes a slow run up and comes down the middle. Doesn't dive early and makes sure the save is at his feet. It stays 0-0. Yeah, so he saved it. 18-year-old goalkeeper from Kazakhstan. Doesn't have a picture. His name is Sharan Kalmurza. And he saved a penalty in the Champions League. What a guy. What a night for him. Shout out to you, Matthew Solta. Leo, do you think Mosquera deserves to be starting? Bro, with the way he's played, I think you got to start him probably a right back or something. I don't know. You can't drop him when he's playing like that. Newcastle with a hit, but it's straight the keeper. It was from Sandro Tonali. Do you listen to the Arctic Monkeys? I've seen them live actually once. But no, I don't listen to the Arctic Monkeys. When did you start supporting Liverpool? Like, how old were you? I was 6 to 7 years old. King Baga. When I got introduced to the club, I was living in Iceland. A friend started telling me about the club, and I just fell in love. And the love has only grown since then. Yesterday, I was at the game in the Cup. Oh, LFC God, how was the atmosphere? That must have been unbelievable. Wataru Endo. Thank you, Lai. I appreciate you. Guys, it's actually crazy how ABC had to pull the Jimmy Kimmel show indefinitely. So it's basically done. So wild. So wild. Oh, goal. Apparently Erling Haaland has scored. Let me have a look at it. You guys are saying 1-0 for City. Surprised me it's taken them that much time. Let's have a look at the goal. Yeah, 1-0 for City, guys. Let's have a look. Bro, I feel like Erling Haaland is going to score so many goals this season. A ball over the top, and it's a header over the keeper. Great header. Who got the assist? Let's have a look. Crazy times, Leo. By the way, there's a goal. Crazy, scary times, I think. Erling Haaland. His dad celebrating the goal too. Pep is relieved. Bro, that's a great header, to be honest. Because it's not like a natural position to be heading it, but his instinct is just world class. That's why he's one of the best. Yeah, the assist came from Phil Foden, guys. That's what scares me. Phil Foden is finding his form now. Really good assist from Foden. Bro, he did well in the Manchester derby, and now he's got an assist tonight. If he gets back to the form, if he gets back to his best, that's dangerous for the league. That's dangerous for the league. I wouldn't like that. Oh man, my knee. 50 UCL goals for Haaland, bro. What a beast. I still can't believe, guys. Do you remember when Roy Keane made that comment that said he was like a League 2? Was it League 2 or League 1 striker? He said something like that about like how he is as a footballer outside of scoring goals. Did he say League 1 or League 2? It's actually wild when you think that he said that at some point, and he was being serious, I think. Or is he kidding? I don't know. He's insane, though. He's obviously world class. How could anybody watch Erling Haaland and not think he's world class? It's actually crazy. Oh, that's nice. He is League 2. Yeah, I think Roy Keane said League 2, bro. Rafinha. Guys, Barca has some space in the box here. Oh, a player went down. Rafinha cuts back. Oh, I thought they were going to be in a dangerous position initially. Koundé crosses it. Rashford! Rashford 1-0! Guys, I said Rashford was going to want to send a signal to be in that England squad for the World Cup. And if there's a place and a time to do it, it is on a Champions League night back in England. He's done it, guys. 1-0 for Barcelona. A fantastic header from Marcus Rashford. The assist came from Jules Koundé. And Barcelona go 1-0 up at St. James Park. How are you feeling about that, guys? Harry, how are you feeling about your boys scoring back in England? 1-0 for Barca. That's such a great header. Look at this. Powerful. Bottom left-hand corner. Pope could do nothing about it. Look at that. Instinctive header. No keeper saving that. Bro, Rashford getting back to his best. He's looking like he's enjoying his football now. Crazy. Crazy how players leave United and then they just go and shine elsewhere. My goodness. Marcus Rashford. 1-0 for Barcelona, guys. He goes for the knee slide. Like I said, he would have been desperate to put out a statement tonight. Because competition for places are tough for the World Cup. But there's no better way for him to make a statement. Thomas Tuchel might even be at this game, to be honest. Ooh, shot from distance. It's going to be a corner for Barca. Yeah, bro. Man United, it's another player that leaves United and thrives somewhere else. Thrives. Super happy for him, says Harry. Need more of that, and good for England if he's in form too. Very good header there. Yeah, I think smart United fans would be happy about it. Like you were saying, Harry, because worst case, you end up selling him, but you just get more money than you would if he did badly. You know what I mean? So I think you should just be happy. Like, United fans should think in a smart way, you know? But bro, they need to bring on Voltmade, Newcastle. They need a striker. They need a goal threat. He's only scored a goal. Yes, he has, Stormtrooper. Which player was the biggest one-season wonder? that had an absolute Ballon d'Or debate season, but then fell off completely? That's hard. Michu? I mean, he wasn't in the Ballon d'Or debates. But do you guys remember Michu back in his Swansea days? He had a crazy season. But he obviously wasn't consistent after that. For me, the one that comes to mind is Michu, but he definitely wasn't in the Ballon d'Or debates, but he had a very good season. You're out of the squad for a month. Why? Savage. Loons. Gideon says, I still think Newcastle will win. Ooh, so you're saying there's drama to come. I like what I'm hearing. A little bit of drama. Voltemade. Is it Voltemade? Is it Voltemade? Michu is the GOAT. You were just using verts in FIFA? Bro, I said 3-2. I said 3-2, so I'm just going to stick with my prediction. Why not? I still think there could be lots of goals in the second half. Guys, triple change. Voltemade is coming on for Newcastle. Who else is coming on? So, wow, 4 changes. Shad, Alenga, Barnes, and Joelinton are all coming off. And then Joe Willock, Jacob Murphy, Tia, who's going to go to Milan, wasn't he? And then Voltemade. 4 changes here for Newcastle. Guys, big moves here from Eddie Howe. Big moves happening. I said 2-1 to Napoli, but the red card ruined the chances. Yeah. I'm sticking with my prediction. That would mean 4 more goals to come, imagine. Who do you think played better yesterday, Gravenberg or Sobo? Bro, they were both outstanding. I'm not so sure I can pick one. Both outstanding. 2-0 for Sporting, apparently. Why is Inter cooked this season? What happened to Inter? Is it because you had changed managers? Who will get more goals, Isaac or Salah? Salah, bro. Because he has the experience and know-how. This season, at least. 2-0 for City. 2-0 for City, apparently. Let me have a look. Who scored? Jeremy Doku? Let's have a look. He played so well in the Manchester derby, too. Wow, he picked it up from outside the box. A dribble. Oh, that's a beautiful solo goal. Beautiful solo goal from Jeremy Doku, guys. To make it 2-0 for City. He's been in some fine form. Yeah, City are finding their form now. What a goal. He picked it up from outside the box, bro. Look at that solo dribble. Rashford scored for Barca, bro. Look, picked it up there. Turn. Got through like 3 players, bro. The pace. Wow. And he scored from a pretty tight angle as well. Only keeper. Very good goal there from Doku. Is Mamardashvili a ball playing keeper? It seems they're a hot commodity of recently. That's why Donnarumma was sold by PSG. I don't think he's... That's not one of his strengths. His biggest strength from what I've seen is his... Thank you, Lawyer71. I appreciate the kind words. But yeah, I think his specialty is shot stopping. I don't think his specialty is playing out with his feet, but he's not bad at that. You know, it's not his strength, but it's not a weakness, if that makes sense. But again, that's just from what I've heard, because I haven't seen that many games from him. I haven't seen that many games. Bianca, the Inter fan, says we had our worst start to the season in years, and we can only score from corners. Only from corners. But don't you think then the biggest issue is their manager leaving? Rashford picks it up. Rashford shoots from distance! Oh my god, what a goal from Rashford! Oh my goodness, what is Rashford doing back on English soil? What is this? It looks like this is prime Marcus Rashford that we're seeing tonight, guys. My goodness, what is that goal? I need to have a look at the replay here. Was that just bad goalkeeping or is it a worldie from Rashford? Because he scored from distance. Bro, they're showing Thomas Tuchel. He's at the stadium too. You best believe he's getting the England call-up. He knew Thomas Tuchel was in the building. Look at this. Picked it up. Got around to Nali. Look at the finish. Oh my goodness, it's a worldie. I think it's crossbar in. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, it's crossbar in. That's a worldie. Look at this finish from Rashford. No goalkeeper on the planet Earth is saving that. Crossbar in from Marcus Rashford. And it's 2-0 for Barcelona. It's all Marcus Rashford in this game. All Marcus Rashford. It was a top header to make it 1-0. And now he scored an absolute worldie from outside the box. Guys, prime Marcus Rashford is back. I had to take off my glasses to have a look at that because it was an absolute beauty. I had to take off the glasses. Bro, he knew Thomas Tuchel was in the building. Bro, he knew. The Newcastle fans have lost belief, you can tell. The Newcastle fans have lost all belief. Nah, Buffon is not saving that, bro. No goalkeeper on planet Earth is saving that. That's crossbar in, and it was a very powerful shot as well. Wow. Damn, guys. It really, 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 really shows a player's environment can be the most important thing. Because he's yet another player that just couldn't do it for United for years. He goes to a new environment, does really well at Villa, and now look at what he's doing at Barcelona, where there's real competition for places. But bro, if he plays like that, he's never going to be dropped by Hansi Flick. He'll never be dropped. Never, never. Wataru. Endo. Yo, Weefa's in the building. What's good? Thank you for the support, my brother who said just did my first driving lesson. Very, very stressful, bro. Oh my god, that goal from Rashford. Wow. Wow. Bro, I remember my first driving lesson. I was also so stressed. And I had a terrible teacher who was on his phone the whole time. I was so pissed. It was really expensive too. And he was literally just on his phone the whole time. I was like, bro, this is not safe. Even though, to be fair, I was rolling. Right on the first lesson, don't you have to be pretty slow? Like you go on some small streets, right? Bro, I'm watching the Newcastle Barca game. Rashford has scored 2 great goals. He's been the difference maker in this one. Bro, your teacher was on his phone the whole time. I'd be so pissed. Yeah, and the lesson was like 80. I think the lesson was like 80 euros. So you're paying a lot of money and he's just on his freaking phone. Like not caring about the lesson at all. I was pissed. Olivia says, I did mine a few months ago. I was driving fast. Were you? Nah, that's dangerous. Yo, Dean, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Yeah, bro. It's been the Marcus Rashford show in the second half. It really has. Shabby. I will let you know if more mods are needed, but right now we don't need more mods, and you're already spamming, which is not a good sign, bro. I gotta be real. Guys, can Newcastle get back in this? Can Newcastle get back in this? Bro, that second Rashford goal, yeah, bro. Unbelievable. Absolute beauty. Yeah, Jacob, I do like beer. Wataru. Watching the Newcastle Barca game. It's 2-0 for Barca right now. No way Newcastle played that bad against Barca. Yeah, bro, they haven't done anything. Especially the second half, bro. They haven't done anything. Bro, Mando, imagine Rashford scores a hat-trick. Would be crazy. Olivia, thank you for the super chat. It says, got our anniversary tomorrow. I'm excited to be treated like a princess for 2 days. Happy anniversary. I hope you guys have the best few days, and I hope Liverpool get that W for your anniversary at the weekend in the Merseyside derby. We got to get that W. It's at Anfield as well. Early kickoff. Weefa says, I'll treat you like one. How's your thoughts on the game so far? Kate, there hasn't been that much quality, but that's where quality players like Rashford are worth a lot to teams. Because look, it's been a game that's lacked quality, and yet on 2 occasions, he's shown special ability, and that will probably decide this game. You know what I mean? So it really has been the Marcus Rashford show so far. In this game. Yeah, but Newcastle have really not played well tonight. I thought they'd do more, to be honest. Rashford, Balon d'Or incoming. Harris, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Oh no, you kept... Yeah. For me, Weefa, what I would do is I would just overthink and get stressed when you really just have to be relaxed when you're driving. And I found the thing that I told my teachers would help me, and they allowed me to do this. I have this I have this Moroccan spray. It's like, it smells really good. It's dates. And I noticed that because I meditated to the smell, I noticed how if I have that smell, it just relaxes me because it reminds me of a relaxing environment. And I asked my driving teacher if I was allowed to spray this dates thing. It's kind of like a perfume, I guess. Well, could I do that to relax me? And he said yes. And even on my driving exam, I got in a little bit early before the driving instructor came, or the driver examiner, whatever, came, and I sprayed the whole car with this the date smell. And bro, it really made a difference, and I passed it the first time, which is actually quite hard to do in France. They're very tough to pass. And it was really, I think it was like, this smell really helped, because like I said, it's not just about the smell, it's the psychology behind it and how it really allows me to relax. Patrick says, mon anniversaire c'est le 11 février. Is that correct? Your birthday's on February 11th. Is that what you're saying? Waterloo. That second goal. Year 11 French coming in clutch. Yes. Leo, I know you weren't educated there, but don't they learn English in French school? Yes, they do. In French schools, they learn English. What's the UK accent? What's the worst UK accent? Uh, I don't know. The worst? I like all the UK accents, honestly, because they're all so different. I love accents in general, you know? Like, there's no accents I dislike, genuinely. That we learn different languages in school. I wish we could speak it fluently, but yeah, I agree. I think it's so important to learn the languages in school. Yeah, Kat, I gotta be careful. The problem is it's stuck in my head for some reason. I think I heard it at some point today. Damn, guys, there's gonna be no hat trick for Marcus Rashford because he's off now. He's been taken off. Guys, 83rd minute. I've heard that the Birmingham. I don't even know what the Birmingham accent is. Yo, Liverpool X edits. What's good? Nice to see you in the building. I could understand why someone might say Northern Ireland accent is annoying though, because we speak so quick most of the time. A lot of French people speak so quick too, where it's hard for people to understand. But for example, in France, if you ask people a bad accent, I know a lot of people think the Quebec accent, Montreal accent is bad. I personally love it because I just love unique like things that sound different and they have so many different expressions too that I find it so fun to hear. That I actually love going to Montreal just to hear the accent and like hear people's expressions and stuff. Even though I'm telling you in France, lots of people think it's it's not a nice accent. Most people think in France. Kasim, what's good? Hey George, what's good? I do want to see Klopp, bro. I absolutely love Klopp. Understandable Irishman of all time. He is very understandable. But he also speaks very slow. He speaks very slow and he's so composed, you know, which I think makes it so much easier, you know? See you, Nico.
was your first job in the industry?
Newcastle. Barca on the counter here. Barca on the counter here. Rafinha. He cuts inside. Oh, now there's too many bodies back. It's too late now. Yep, it's over. Yes, Patrick, thank you for tuning in as always. All the best. Have a beautiful Friday, and I will see you for the Merseyside Derby, which is very, very soon, to be fair. Very soon. Kat, I really want to... I'm going to do everything I can to stream. Even though I start my moving on Sunday, I'm going to do everything I can to stream the Arsenal City game on Sunday, because I think that should be a great one. But obviously, I will be streaming the Merseyside Derby on Saturday. Absolutely. You too. Thank you, Patrick. Predicted XI. Newcastle get a goal. And who is it? It's Anthony Gordon. Guys, this game might not be over. Guys, 2-1. Newcastle get a goal back. This might not be over. We might get some more drama here, guys. You have to be back, bro. Look, he's onside. Look at that cross. One-time finish. Oh, that's really good build-up play. Was there? Yep. Murphy with the assist. Guys, this might not be over. 2-1. Newcastle 1, Barcelona 2. How much additional time will there be, though? Will there be enough time? They just need one chance. 7 minutes? Guys, this might not be over. Newcastle have 7 minutes here of additional time. That really came out of nowhere, bro. It shows in the Champions League, it's never over. As we saw last night with the Virgil header. But guys, 7 minutes of additional time. Newcastle just need one more chance. They ain't us, though. Yeah, but bro, they're playing at home. Barca's going to try to waste time right now, but... Woo! Damn, Galatasaray conceded 5 goals to Frankfurt tonight. 5 goals. Both of their center backs scored own goals. Davinson Sanchez. No, actually one of them, I think. Bro, Galatasaray conceding 5. It's crazy. 7 minutes for... I don't know what the 7 minutes of additional time is. Imagine 2-2, that would be crazy. Our next Champions League game is away at Galatasaray, bro. Away at Gala. And to be fair, they won't be full of confidence in the champion. Obviously, them playing at home is a big difference maker. But they conceded 5 goals to Frankfurt tonight. So that surely is going to give us confidence that their defense is weak. Bro, on TikTok, guys, TikTok just sent a message, because I'm live on TikTok too, says consuming substances featuring in this live could harm your health. Guys, that was not vodka. It's water that I'm drinking here. I would not be in a good place if this had been a liter of vodka. It is water. Away versus Gala will be intense, absolutely. But they conceded, like I said, they conceded 5 tonight. So we'll look at their defensive frailties in the lead up. I was so scared for you, bro. Of course I wouldn't. Bro. We have Southampton Tuesday. Yeah, Southampton is the moment we're gonna see Giovanni Leone's debut for Liverpool Football Club. That's gonna be on Tuesday night in the Carabao Cup. 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes left, but Barcelona have it. Rafinha, fair play, bro. He's actually playing. They could be time wasting. Fair play, Barcelona. Oh, great save. Was that shot? Who was that from? I think it was De Jong. Was it one time? Pope with a great save. See, I respect Barcelona. They could have easily taken it to the corner flag and just try to waste time. But they actually try to score instead. And they try to make something of it. Great save, though, from Pope. Nah, bro, it's still 2-1. Foden's assist, yeah, it was beautiful. Was it a chip or like a dink pass? It looked like it was almost a chip pass. But yeah. Like I said, the league's in trouble if prime Phil Foden's back. But yeah, I really want to do a watch along for City Arsenal this weekend because I think it should be a great one. Not a good shot there from Ferran Torres. Not a good one. Oh no, it took a deflection. Never mind. It took a deflection. You can't fool Arne. You can't fool him. You can't fool him now. You can't fool him now. Wirtz ball. It's some beautiful Wirtz ball. Some beautiful. Here we go, guys. We have about 30 seconds left in this one. We got about 30 seconds left. We did score 3 goals against them, to be fair. But we also conceded 2 to Newcastle. So we got to improve defensively. That's for sure. We got to improve defensively. Oh, guys, it looks like it's game over. Wait, maybe one more chance. Nope. I think it's going to be game over, guys. Pedri keeps it in play, I think. Game over, guys. Oh, no, it's not game over. Damn. Guys, there might be one more chance. Could be a long throw here. I think it's going to be one more chance. I thought that was it, but they're going to go for a long throw. Newcastle with the long throw. Full-time in Gala game. And shot right at the keeper. Guys, GG's. That's going to be it. This was not a crazy game by any means, but it just shows how one player, it's actually crazy. Obviously, the whole team has to defend this and that, but still, I think this game was literally decided by one player. Literally was decided by the quality of one player, and that's Marcus Rashford, and he's obviously going to be given man of the match. Damn, guys. Barca, I think a lot of Newcastle fans will be disappointed, though, by this performance because they're playing at home. They didn't really put on the pressure on Barcelona. They didn't really put on the pressure. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this stream. Thanks to all of you that were in the building. And we did chat a lot about a lot of other things than the football, but that's the beauty of Watch Along. So much of it is spontaneous, and that's why I love it. But guys, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your night. I hope you all have a beautiful Friday. And then I will see you on Saturday. It's an early kickoff, unfortunately. It's a 12:30 p.m. UK time kickoff. And but it's the Merseyside derby. So you best believe there's going to be energy at Anfield. And I already can't wait for the Merseyside derby. Hopefully there's less drama. But yeah, guys, as always, I will see you. What's the best Champions League game this week? Definitely the Dortmund-Juve game, because that game had 8 goals in the second half. That's got to be the game of the first round. But anyways, guys. Oh, Maria is in the building. Nice to see you. I didn't see you. Who says Rafinha Balon d'Or because they won't give it to Mo? Nah, it's already been decided, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be given to a Frenchman. Ousmane Dembele. But yeah, guys, I will see you. 12 for you, 8 a.m. for me. Jesus, I hate it. Well, 12:30 p.m. Really, Maria? I remember loving the early kickoffs because I lived in New York for 12 years. So those 12:30 p.m. UK time kickoffs used to be at 7:30 a.m., I remember. And I love them. I would get so hyped the night before for the games, and I would even wake up at 6:30 to get the graphics ready for Liverpool goals because I would get the starting lineup graphics and everything. I prefer the really early. But anyways, guys, have a beautiful rest of your night.